Hey all my fellow and soon-to-be maniacs out there, it's your favorite webcomic creator and animator, the Chainsaw Maniac, aka Chains, aka King of Awesome, aka Bringer of Cool, aka your worst nightmare. Because today we're gonna be doing a webcomic roast, okay? And we're gonna be setting your comics ablaze, and while you squirm, you're gonna learn. So before we get started, we do want to send a shout out to all these brave souls who basically laid their comics out in the front line. You know, all of you guys have my respect, and that's worth millions, let's be honest here. But to those who wanna apply for these roles, there is a link in the description down below. You put down your link, you put down your comic name, author name, as well as maybe a comment on something that you would like me to focus on, whether it be anatomy, you know, posing, proportions, whatever you want to put down. Maybe you struggle with action scenes, that's where I specialize in, so maybe you struggle in those, you can put that down. I will be doing this on a first come first serve basis, so whoever's first on the list, that's the ones I'm gonna hit up first. But if you do want to hit the top of the list and you want to be right there on top for me to see you, I mean, best way, just hit me up with a Ko-fi donation and say, hey, send me to the top of the list. And obviously the higher the donation, the more I will definitely, you know, put your comic first beyond everyone else's. You know, that's just fair enough, right? So without further ado, let's get started. And the first comic up on the chopping block is by Kira Cadet, and it's called Slaughter of the Lambs. Looks very occultic, very demonic. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like some creepy shit's about to happen right here, okay? Elodie Bluffs is forced to attend the Cape I don't know what that word is, boarding school known for their disciplinary action taken against the rebellious students. Defeated, she accepts her bleak fate just to be swept away by the school's secret magic society. Okay, so we getting to the dark arts here. I see that's what's up. At first she is shown love and acceptance, but soon the real motives of the society become more apparent, and Elodie is left to face what they have in store for the magic wielding students. It is quite lengthy. I feel like there's a lot of ways you could have actually worded this so that it's like only 3 sentences or 2. And it would still describe everything that is happening over here. I feel like you just kind of overworded it in a way. But who reads the description anyway? Bunch of nerds is what I say. So we come into some sort of like slam poetry right here. I don't know what's happening, but it seems like a troubled gothic child trying to word all their sorrows into like a page or something. Misshapen child that misunderstands much, touched by things others fear, like creepy crawlies and eroded deer. Different child that looks up at the stars and reads into every lick of symbolism, no matter how silly, pure lyricism. Damn, boss. I'm assuming this is the main character, Elodie, that's just like written all this weird gothic shit in like a book or whatever. We get our warning, you know, you gotta add a warning these days to very sensitive topics, you know, that might actually completely destroy some young minds out there. So I appreciate, you know, the warning. Me, I don't put any warnings on my comics. You get slapped in the face with all types of stuff, and that's just what it is, okay? Now we start off with some tears, some crying. First of all, those are some thick ass tears, like goddamn, I can't even soak into that book. That thing's just floating right there. That's crazy right there. We come up to our main character, you know, trying to shove what looks like some sort of school field guide into her pants or skirting area. She's just complaining about it, like her mom, you know, the brutalness of what her mom did, you know, further up. That her mom should have sent her ass to like a psychiatrist instead of an actual like school for troubled children, because she feels like she needs the help, and I agree. She's probably got all types of weird stuff happening. We've seen the poem. So we come up at school, and this has to be Hogwarts, because it has to be magic holding this building together, because the architect, I don't know what type of spell he put on the walls and pillars, but this thing's standing and it is completely unstable. Someone might just lean wrong on the wall and that thing gonna tip over right there. Now, she obviously thinks it looks good. She thinks it's very aesthetically pleasing, but I think it's a miracle if she can get through the door without that building collapsing on her. You know, just opening the door might just collapse everything, and that might be the end of this character. And also that bush has chicken pox. Guys, we found We found the fourth Powerpuff Girl. There she is. Professor Utopium, whatever that guy's name is, you know, he been cooking it up. I think he just kind of fucked up this recipe right here is what happened. She's kind of in her head right there. That look though, very like shifty, like I don't know what she's trying to look out for. Damn, a Muppet grabbed the shoulder. Alright, we're gonna turn around and see Kermit. No, it's not Kermit. It's this guy. His name is River, and he is part of the Matric Student Council, and he also suffers from Frankenstein shoulders. Now, I don't know if it's an actual disease or what it is, but he got some Frankenstein looking shoulders. So he takes our little girl here, LOD, around the school that is standing on basically cardboard and cello tape. Now, we're hitting episode 2 where our boy River is about to show Elodie around, and holy crap, what is happening? Man, straight up Mr. Fantastic into the next panel. Where is his legs going? Her face though, like jeez, what did she see? My man's shoulders so big, they can't even fit the main character in this panel. Like goddamn, man. As they're showing my girl Elodie around, they realize that there ain't no prayer rooms, there ain't no, you know, religious type ceremonies or anything here, you know. And by the way, that prayer room though, that's just a box. That's a box right there. What type of prayer room is this? After she mentions the religious, you know, rooms and stuff, my guy River here freaks out. He like throwing holy water on the devil's face. I don't know what it is. He just trips out right here. Right, so this school is like kind of like a front. It's kind of like a safe haven for those kids who are kind of getting force-fed religious stuff very painfully. You know, we saw what happened to her in the beginning. From what I understand, letting the kids live out their life here, you know, normal school students, they have normal school here, and they don't have to have force-fed ideas like shoved into their heads by anyone. They just basically living their life. That's kind of what I'm getting the idea of here. But boy River over here, he's tripping. He's thinking, damn, she's about to phone her mom because she think we sus. She think this place shady. You know, this guy losing his mind right here, and she looking at him like, there's something up about River right here. This guy, he ain't looking too good. And River just, his face is all red. Man's veins popping out of his eyes. I don't know, he looked like he activated the Byakugan here, because I don't know what happened, but he looked like he's about to see into the future. And then I don't know what happens to his eyes here, because he sees God right here. He tripped so hard, he's seeing stuff right now. He's straight up in heaven chilling with the angels. I don't know what happened to River, but he on some of that good stuff, you know what I mean? I don't know what he's on, but he's on something. Yeah, and then after River explains stuff to her, we get this weird creepy image, man. Elodie just goes into some sort of hallucinated, I don't know what's happening with her. She's seeing eyes, and eyes are seeing her, and she's looking into eyes that are seeing her, and I don't know what's happening there, but I feel like she's awakening her true power. So now we're in the next episode, yeah, where everything just went black and white. I don't know what happened. I feel like River and Elodie, they tripped so hard. Their tripping is synchronized, and it just destroyed and like completely just flipped the universe. So then we get over here to Miss Kylan. She's the math teacher from what I understand, but she also on that dopey dope, you know what I mean? Like she on something as well. She kind of look alright here. She kind of look alright. I ain't gonna lie. She looks kind of fine over here. It's the out here drawing in a book here, poem by she's drawing poetry, and then Elodie gotta work on her drawing skills as well, because goddamn, you know what I mean? Like she gotta fine tune that shit. I don't know what's going on there. And yeah, meanwhile she's in math class figuring out what rhymes with. She's doing poetry in math class. I don't know what's happening with Elodie, but she need to get her head straight. And what the hell's this? I don't know. I wouldn't need that. I'm just saying it could be part of the plate, Elodie. God damn, she's just scarfing it down. That could have been anything, Elodie. And yeah, she soon realized that the food is probably death right there. So yeah, she kind of killed herself. She probably died right there. I don't know what happened. That is where we end our third episode, guys, right here on this panel. I think we're getting to the good stuff, but if you guys want to get to the good stuff, you can go check out the comic for yourself. So yeah, this is where the artist is right now with their art style. See, like, I would have preferred the more vertical format for Webtoon, but luckily these are pretty easy to turn into the vertical format. You have somewhat improved. I can see some improvements here in your art and everything. So I would have definitely looked up some reference of a building or some sort of Hogwarts or whatever, right? And just kind of just traced it out. I would have traced it out. Like, you don't even have to really draw the thing, you know, just trace it out, because, you know, or you could have get a 3D building, put it in there. I don't think anyone would notice, but that kind of getting 3D to mesh with your style, that's another thing that you got to work on in order to get that right. But I would have just take a normal building and just traced it and made it more simple. Like I wouldn't actually, because I see just kind of, it looks like you kind of free-handed this. So yeah, that's just if you want more structure in your buildings. I don't know, I think I see stylistically what you're going for here, but I feel like your proportions are still out. You still need to build a solid shape and proportioning right here. Here as well, your shape language is just not really there. You know, I think that's something that you got to focus on. That's another aspect of art that's just, you got to focus on that. Mostly structure. I think structure is just mainly your issue, comic wise, as well as character wise, as well as background wise. This is something that you need to work on. Basically the structure of things, you know, and how they actually work, because this wouldn't work as well. Like for this panel, perspectively, this guy wouldn't be in front of her. His feet would stop where her feet stop, so it wouldn't go past her feet if they're walking next to each other as well. Like you just need to also make your panels clear enough. Like, I wasn't even clear that this was an actual angel. I think that's it for our webcomic roast, guys. Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself, okay? We're gonna have more webcomic roasts. I have a few more comics that also lined up, you know, so I gotta put those out. I might do 3 for the next one. Maybe I can hit up 3 comics. I'm gonna try to do more, like, you know, more comics in a row. Maybe I can do 3 or 4. We'll see how, in terms of how long the episodes are. Obviously, if it's longer episodes, it's gonna be a tougher time, you know, writing up scripts and, you know, putting these videos together. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye everyone.